Hey, 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 hey! What are you doing in there? What did I tell you about being in front of the camera? Hey, where you going? Yo, well, hold on. What? Jesus, hold on. Sorry, guys, give me a minute. Hey, sorry about that. He likes to just jump in front of the camera sometimes. But hey, what's going on? This is Jaquan Shockley, and I'm here. I think today's Sunday? Yeah, today's Sunday, and I'm here just bringing you just a casual video just of myself, and just giving you all some backstory about me just a little bit. Now, I just came from church not too long ago, so I think it's about 2 o'clock. So, yeah, I just wanted to make this video just showing you the guy, I guess, next to the camera, because when I'm making my gameplays, I'm sitting next to my camera instead of behind my camera. But I just wanted to show you guys me, for anyone who doesn't know what I look like. Me, no glasses, me with glasses. And just to get in touch with you guys, I am, as you probably noticed, I think I've put up about 4 videos so far on my channel. My last gameplay I did was of Splatoon, and you guys already know how that went. I was dying all over the place. I was exploding, and it was Splatfest, so it's like, it was kind of a hard time for me. Today, I'm here just to, I guess, do the best that I can to give you guys me and what I'm like and how things usually go about in my daily life, I guess. So yeah, without further ado, I'll just kind of start from the beginning, from as best as I can, and just move all the way to now. So, my name is Jaquan Shockley. Jaquan K. Shockley. K is for Keaton. Keaton. Oh, and for my middle name, someone gets bonus points if they can know what video game title my middle name is from. It's a specific one, so get those bonus points. But I am Jaquan K. Shockley. I am 21 years old, and I am just a casual, awesome, amazing, fast guy. I was born on Christmas of 1994. Now, I was actually supposed to come 2 weeks before Christmas, but my mom just held me in, and she was like, no, you come down on Christmas. You was coming out on Christmas. So I came out on Christmas. From the time I was born to 6 years old, I don't remember anything. I really don't remember anything from that until I was 6 years old. My mom would tell me bits and pieces of like how I was a boy who was always getting into stuff. I always liked to touch things. I used to throw things all over the place. Best memory she ever told me was, I guess I think like 2, and I had a rubber band on my head, and that was like squeezing and I didn't know how to get it off, and I was yelling. I was like, Mom, get this thing off my head. I don't know what's happening. And I'm just pulling this. Of course, I didn't say that when I was 2 years old, but I'm just like, and she was like, you didn't know how to get it off your head for the longest time. So I was just that guy who was always touching things, getting into things, and I guess doing stupid things. Like I said, when I was born until I was 6 years old, I don't remember a thing of my life. But then I remember when I turned 6 years old, my mind started to go into record, and I started remembering things. And the first thing I ever remembered about my life is I remember I saw this person walk up to me. And this happened right out here. It happened right out here. This person came up to me. It was my mom at the time, but I didn't know she was my mom. And I kind of looked up at her, and I was like, are you my mom? Yes, I'm your mom. What? Are you going to be here for a long time? Yes, I'm going to be here for a long time. And then after that, I kind of just agreed with it, and I just went along with my life. Growing up, I lived in 2 different houses Yeah, two different houses before this one. I lived in New Britain though all my life. I have lived in a. I think my first house was a very brown wooden house. I forgot where that street is, but it's somewhere in New Britain. Oh yeah, and also I guess a little plus information. I was born at Hartford Hospital, St. Francis, I believe. Yeah, I lived in a brown house, a very old house, and I don't know where that street is now, but it's somewhere in the area. Then after that, I used to live on a blue, no, not a blue, a white and blue house, somewhere near my high school. I know where it is. It's near the car dealership, near New Britain High School. For anybody in New Britain that knows where that is. I lived there for a good majority of my life. But then there came one day where I think I was about 8 or 9 and I had a nosebleed. I was in the bathroom and my mom was taking care of it. And my uncle was like cooking grease. And like the grease, like I think spilled on the counter or on the floor. Right after that, the house caught on fire. And literally the whole house got on fire. So we had to run out the house. And then after that, we didn't live there anymore. And then we moved to this house. Oh, sorry, I almost like choked on my like spit. Then we moved to this house. I remember taking the tour for this house, and this lady was telling us like, you know, this is the kitchen area, this is the bathrooms, this is the living room. I remember this specifically. I remember there's this long cabinet in my kitchen, right? And knowing my little mind, I thought there was toys inside of there, right? So I go over to this gigantic thing and I'm thinking a whole bunch of toys is gonna fall out. I open it up, it's actually like a fold out ironing board. So when I open it, I'm looking up and this iron board just like whacks me in the face. I'm not crying, but I'm like, Jesus, that hurt. Yeah, that's what I remember with that. But I've been living in this house for, I think right now, 16 years. And yeah, this is just where all my growing up has been done. A little bit about me. Growing up, I was always gaming a lot. I started off with the PlayStation 1, and then I transferred over to the original Xbox, which I still have. It's underneath my bed. And then I got into PlayStation 2, and then I got into Xbox 360, and then I got into Nintendo Wii over there. That's my TV, my Wii. But yeah, I was always just gaming at some point in my life, and it's been great. Going through schooling, I started off going to Gaffney Elementary School, where I met my best friend Kevin Corchado, and then going through that, I loved elementary school. I loved having fun and running around the halls like a crazy maniac. After a few years with that, I went over to Pulaski Middle School, where I met just about all my general friends that I know now. My friend Kevin Corchado came with me. I met Janelle. I met my friend Janelle. I met my friend Eric. I met my friend George. I met a lot of those people. My cousin went to school with me, Jamaica Paul. And yeah, middle school was amazing because that's where I got to really grow on myself and like really figure out the person that I am. I'm this highly energetic, amazing, jumping, singing, dancing, acting guy, and I love to live life a lot, and I love to experience things every day, and I love to be outside, and I love to play games in my house. I love to be with my friends, and all of that. I learned a lot of that in middle school, and I was always hanging out with my friends like after during gym time. During gym time, I was always hanging out with my friends. And we were always doing the stupidest of things, and yeah, just getting to know more of me. Now, what I will tell you is that my friends now, physically, they have changed to something else. It's so funny. And then high school came by. I'm already forgetting. I graduated high school 3 years ago. I graduated high school 3 years ago from New Britain High School, and I was still the same guy I was, always having fun, always talking with my friends, always doing new things, always doing crazy things, and I was really into music during high school. I was really into music. I joined the Madrigal Singers, and that was the best experience of my life. In my freshman year of high school and my sophomore year of high school, I wanted to be a cook. And I think that's what I wanted to be for a long time since middle school. I wanted to be a chef. I wanted to make chicken patties. I wanted to make salads. I wanted to make pastas. I wanted to do that for a long time. I remember the first time I baked my first cake. It was like a vanilla cake or something like that. And then I put frosting on it right after it was done. Now, for people that have baked cakes a lot, already know what's wrong. You don't put frosting on as soon as you're done with the cake, or else the frosting melts. And then once that happened to me, it looked like I was holding like a pool of like white water in my hands. I started crying. I went to my mom, and then I went to my mom's husband, and I'm just talking, just like, I messed up this cake so bad. I messed up this cake. And they're just like, no, you'll get it out the next time. And then after that, I didn't really bake cakes again after that. After sophomore year, after I joined the Madrigal Singers, through invitation through my friend Elizabeth Kerner, I auditioned. I wasn't a singer at that time. I was not a singer at that time. I was just singing just to do what I do, just to sing when I can. I auditioned. And I got into the Madrigal Singers, which I guess was the highest choir at the time. Because we had Madrigal Singers, we had, I'm already forgetting what they were. A treble choir and men's choir. We had that, but Madrigals was like the top. And I love doing that because we did all this 1800s Elizabethan kind of things. And we got to wear costumes, we got to sing at different gigs and performances. And for anybody knows about me in the Madrigal Singers, I was always the one that was jumping in the classroom. I was always sweating my heart out, doing the craziest backflips, and I was dancing like crazy. Like during Madrigal Singers, we have like, I guess, this jazz performance period, and I was always the one giving it 150 when it came to dancing. Like we did a Michael Jackson performance during our Music Mania period. Now Music Mania was we were collaborating all this music, like jazz, choir, African style music. We're bringing all this music together in the month of May, which is called Music M-A-Y Mania. And we did this Michael Jackson routine, and I swear I was going so hard. I was like, jazz hands. I was like, I was spinning, turning, and it was amazing. And that's another point of my life where I was learning more about myself. But Madrigal Singers was amazing, and we did I forgot what it's called. We did a feast. We did a feast every winter. It was like a show. It was an Elizabethan show, and each year it would be a different theme. During my time, I was doing a superhero feast, and they had me as Hancock. And I guess I was this guy who was drunk all the time, and I made so many weird pun references because every year our show had puns in it. So we had superhero puns and all of that. And that was really great. I love to just sing, but that's also then where I learned acting from. Because I was the guy who was like, oh, you can't put singing and acting together. And you can! It's called musical theater. And I just loved being someone else and showing off my funny, awesome side. And it was great. And after that, I just kept rolling with it. I kept doing my best. And I was like, this is amazing. Then moving on, a few years after I graduated New Britain High School, I went to the American Musical and Dramatics Academy in New York to continue pursuing musical theater. Let me tell you something. The American Musical and Dramatic Academy, you will learn a lot of things, but you will have mental problems going through that school because it's so stressful. In the beginning, I remember my first semester in the beginning, they were plowing down on homework and paperwork and outside work. I thought I had no time for anything. I was doing all of this work, and like with all the time that I had, I still had work left over. The American Musical and Dramatics Academy, they really taught you time management and kind of really just working hard every day. That school redefined hard work, and I recently just graduated from that school 3 weeks ago. I got my associates in musical theater, and well, it's technically an associate's. I got a certificate, but it's technically my associate's. I remember going through first semester, second semester, third semester, and fourth semester. Now, this is how it worked for me. Every semester is about 4 months long, I think. About 4 or 3.5 months long. I started in 2014. I went through my first semester, I went through my second semester. Greatest times ever. But then I had to take an 8-month break because money was really tight and it was just really hard to make money. So I had to take an 8-month break. While I was on my 8-month break, I was working at Home Depot. I was taking acting classes with my acting teacher. I was taking some dance classes at Company and Tempo. It's a dance and theater company. During that time, I was just really just working on myself and making money. But then going back to school in October, third and fourth semester, hardest semesters of my life. Third semester was so hard. I thought I was going to lose my mind. And not even that, but I'm going to show you what our room was like. Alright, this is my room. Hold on, let me try and zoom out real quick. Nope, that's zooming in. This is my room, right? This is where all the magic and stuff happens. Now take this room, right? It's about, I want to say, 15 feet wide on each side, right? Now take this room and now divide it by half, which then you would leave, you would have this. And then, like, this is all you had. You had from, like, here to, like, here. It was a tiny, tiny room. And I was in a single room by myself. The thing with the room was, it used to be a mental institute. And they had crazy people locked up in these things. And just, like, the straight, long hallways. The room, you had doors on each side of the hallway, and you knew crazy people used to live there. At every end of the hall were showers, and another thing is, when you walked in the rooms, they were really tiny, first of all, and everything was white. Everything was the color white. You stay in that room long enough, you will lose your mind. Oh my God. Like, yeah, you're in New York City, and note this, I was on 70th Street, so I was right next to Times Square. Now, eventually, you go out to Times Square enough where it's like, okay, you've seen things, and sometimes you want to hang out in your room. And doing that was, I did it, but it's like, I felt like I was losing my mind. I always felt like I was just doing... Hi, how are you? Oh, no, I'm fine. I know, you have a nice texture. You have a nice white wall to you. No, I'm just staying in for the day. Oh, you have lovely hair. That's how it felt like every day, and I was losing it. But yeah, going through AMDA was so much fun, and I'll never regret it. Like, it was just amazing. The things I've learned as an actor and as a singer, I've just grown like so much, and that's just what I like to do. I love to act, I love to sing, and I just love to be me. That's just what I love to do. My mom was always very supportive of me, and she's still so super supportive of me, and we always do like these great amazing things. We try to collaborate and put things together, such as like showcases and things like that, talent shows, which is actually what I want to do soon at some point. Put together like a show, and I guess just do it for the general audience of people. As far as gaming goes, since this is a gaming channel that I have on YouTube, I've decided that my name is going to be on YouTube. It's going to be called Freedom Galaxy, and I came up with Freedom Galaxy because I just like to live free, and everyone that likes to live free, I don't know about them yet. So why not have a galaxy full of, people who love to live free and be themselves, Just do the things that you like to do, And that's where I came up with Freedom Galaxy. I came up with that while I was working one day. Oh, and as far as work, before I started AMDA in 2014, I was working at Target for a year as a hardlines associate, and then once I took my 8-month break, I was working at Home Depot for a while, and I loved Home Depot. I was making money like crazy, but it was just a hassle to get out there. And now I work at Sears. Kind of having a little thing going on with Sears right now for people that don't know. But for the people that do know what I'm talking about with Sears, you already know the incident that's going on. Having a little thing with Sears, but I work at Sears right now. My first job I ever had was McDonald's, and McDonald's was the worst job I've ever had. It was right next to the high school on New Britain Road. God, the low amount of pay, but it's not even the low amount of money that I made. It was the people that was there. We had an Asian manager, and I feel like she hated me for everything. Like, I'm the one black cashier in the front. I may take your order. First of all, these registers at McDonald's, they're ridiculous to use, I swear. And it may look simple for people that work there. You push the picture of a hamburger and, a picture of fries. But all the other things that go along with it, it's so... Oh my god, it's difficult. And you can only void an order like 5 times before you have to get an override. So it's like, oh my gosh. My mom came in one day and she was like, can I get a number 1 with a large fry? And I think a number 1 at the time was like a fish fillet. So I clicked fish fillet, and there you go. Then my mom got the sandwich and she was like, oh no, I ordered a number 1. And I was like, isn't the number 1 a fish fillet? Well, a number 1 is usually the meal. And I'm like, darn it. I was messing up so much at McDonald's that the Asian lady was just like, yeah, one day, I think after about maybe a month and a half of working there, the Asian lady, I think her name was Julie, she calls me in the back, and sorry for that short little technical difficulty. While I was editing this, because I've been editing this video for about an hour now, and I noticed that part of the video stopped. It didn't stop recording, because I could still hear myself talking, but there was no picture going. So I kind of ended off at my McDonald's job, and the Asian lady called me in the back. She was just like, oh, this job just not for you. Just pick up your paycheck and go home. So I got my paycheck and I just left after that. Since I've been editing for an hour, kind of forgot like what I was talking about before. But what I do remember as I was editing with my channel, what I'm going to be doing with my channel is I'm going to be uploading on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays, for right now, is dedicated to The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. Now, Wednesday is going to be a free game day. I'm gonna have a bunch of games, and I'm gonna put up like polls on Facebook, and you guys get to vote on what you guys want to see me play next, and then I'll have that ready for Wednesday, And then Friday is going to be Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Now Monday and Wednesday, no, not sorry, Monday and Fridays are going to change, you know, I think monthly, because eventually the game that I'll be playing Monday and Wednesday, not Monday and Wednesday, Monday and Friday, they'll eventually end at some point. So then I'll put up, you know, another poll of what other game you guys want to see. I'm going to try to do some special videos at the end of like every month. And I'm going to be collaborating with my friend Kevin. And yeah, that's the schedule for right now. Now, tomorrow, since tomorrow is Monday, in a few, I think about an hour or two, I'm going to leave. So I may not have a video tomorrow of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, but I'm going to try to record as soon as I'm done making this video. I'm going to record a Legend of Zelda gameplay. I'm going to edit it. And the latest I want to try and have videos out is by 5 o'clock. So during the day, anywhere between 1 and 5 o'clock, you'll see a video up on a day. More than likely it's going to be like 2 o'clock, but between 1 and 5, just look out for the new video. But I'm going to try and aim to get videos up by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock at the latest. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you will see a video up. And yeah, I was talking about myself, I think about an hour and a half ago. That's how long it's been, literally. But yeah, I know during the recording process I was showing my room and stuff like that. But for you guys, I'll show my room again. Oh, that's what that means. Never mind. Never mind, actually, because my memory card is running out of space to hold this video. So, just to quickly recap, I'm going to be posting up videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Legend of Zelda on Monday. Free games on Wednesday. Sonic Free Riders on Friday. I will put up a poll or something on Facebook to let you know what games you want to pick for Wednesday. And then monthly, or some weird thing in the month, Mondays and Fridays are going to change because the games are eventually going to end. And then I'll put up another poll of what game you guys want to see next in a story. And yeah, that is it for the most part. Since this video is going to run out of space soon, I will catch you guys soon. I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday, and I will see you in the next video. So I'll catch you around. Adios. Gotta deal with you every time. Here's the cause of all my problems. This guy right here. This guy.